Imagine a place where you could sail for days and still never lose sight of land. A place so packed with islands that the sea becomes more land than water. Welcome to a secret corner of the Philippines, a hidden maritime labyrinth so dense it puts many so-called island paradises to shame. Today, we're re-diving deep into one of Earth's most concentrated island clusters, the Sibutu Basilan Tawi Tawi corridor. We're talking about over 400 islands packed into a space smaller than some major cities. It's a world where the water is a highway and every horizon is dotted with green. Ready to get lost in the sea? Then hit that like button, subscribe, and let's go explore this incredible, uncharted wonder. You won't believe what's waiting for us. When you think of the Philippines, what comes to mind? Probably the famous tourist islands, right? But what if I told you there's a hidden corner of the country that's even more breathtaking? Let's head way, way down south to the very edge of the Philippines, right near the border with Malaysia. This is the Tawi Tawi corridor, a chain of islands including Tawi Tawi itself, the Sibutu Islands, and reaching towards Basilan. And Tawi Tawi isn't just one island, it's a massive group of over 100 islands and tiny islets. From above, they look like scattered emerald jewels in a turquoise sea. Imagine it. Endless coral reefs, pristine white sand beaches, thick mangrove forests, and stunning hidden lagoons. If you thought you knew the Philippines, this place will completely blow your mind. It's not just one island paradise, it's hundreds, all woven together into a spectacular sea-spanning maze. Stay tuned as we dive in. So, why is this region so incredibly dense with islands? Well, a huge part of the answer lies in its geology and geography. Many of the islands here are volcanic in origin, born from fire erupting from the seabed. Others are built up over millennia by tiny coral polyps, creating intricate reef systems. The result is this stunning mosaic of dozens, even hundreds of small islets, sandy cays, sprawling reef flats, and narrow winding channels. This unique geography makes the entire area extremely fragmented. We're not talking about a few big islands here and there. Instead, think of thousands upon thousands of land-water boundaries, a complex edge where the sea meets the shore in a dizzying pattern. This creates a landscape that is both beautiful and bewildering. If you were to look at it from above, it wouldn't look like a simple map, but more like a shattered mirror, with countless pieces of land scattered across the water. Historically, this complexity presented a major challenge. For outsiders, navigation was a nightmare. But for the early seafarers and the people who called this place home, this complexity was actually a blessing. And shallow passages that only local sailors knew how to navigate. In fact, many island hopper guides today still describe this region as a natural labyrinth of islands. It must have been terrifying. Yet, for the seasoned seafarers, it was their highway for trade and communication. This intricate network of waterways connected communities, facilitated the exchange of goods. It's this incredible history, shaped by the very land and water, that makes this region so fascinating. The sea is life here. For the many seafaring communities scattered across these islands, everything revolves around the water. Fishing isn't just a job, it's a way of life, a tradition woven into the very fabric of their culture. You'll see seaweed farms dotting the shallow waters, their vibrant colors a testament to the hard work of local families. And then there's boat building, an art form that's as vital today as it was centuries ago. Take Sibutu Island, for example. Here, skilled craftsmen build traditional wooden-hulled boats entirely by hand. There are no blueprints, no complex schematics. The knowledge is passed down from one generation to the next, a legacy of skill and intuition. These boats are masterpieces of craftsmanship, built to navigate the complex and sometimes treacherous waters of the archipelago. For centuries, these very boats, combined with an intimate knowledge of the sea, have been the lifelines connecting these islands. They've facilitated the movement of people, goods, and ideas, creating a vibrant network of trade that stretched all the way to neighboring Borneo in Malaysia. This maritime highway has shaped the culture and history of the entire region. Because there are so many islands, many communities live in small, often isolated villages. They're connected by a web of narrow boat passages, not roads. Getting from one place to another means navigating these intricate waterways. Some islands are so close they almost merge at high tide, while others are just tiny atolls or reefs, barely breaking the surface of the sea. This isn't just a place for vacation paradise photos, this is home. Generations have carved their livelihoods on wood, reef, and sea. It's a testament to human resilience and a deep, profound connection to the natural world. Life here is a delicate dance with the tides, a story written on the waves. Ever wonder what a real-life treasure chest looks like? Forget gold and jewels. Down here, in this vast blue corridor, the treasure is alive. This southern island chain in the Philippines is one of the most reef-rich zones on the entire planet. Can you believe it? Some estimates say a quarter of the country's remaining coral reefs are packed right here. It's an underwater metropolis, buzzing with life. This incredible density isn't just about geography, it's about biology. We're talking about sprawling coral gardens painted in every color imaginable. These reefs are the foundation for staggering marine biodiversity. Schools of reef fish shimmer and dart through the coral branches, creating a living kaleidoscope. It's this richness that feeds communities, supports livelihoods, and sustains the very essence of island life. For the people who call this place home, the sea is their garden, their market, and their heritage. But with great beauty comes great challenge. This intricate maze of reefs creates some of the most treacherous waters you can imagine. Navigating here is an art form. You've got narrow channels where the water funnels through with incredible force, tides that shift unpredictably, and hidden shoals that can appear out of nowhere. No satellite image or digital map can truly capture the complexity of this underwater landscape. It changes with the light, the tide, and the season. That's why the true masters of these seas are the local navigators. These are men and women born and raised by these waters. They don't just read a map, they read the waves, the wind, the color of the water, and the flight of the birds. They know these channels like the back of their hand, a skill passed down through generations. Their knowledge is a living library, something no chart could ever replicate. It's beautiful, it's teeming with life, but it demands respect. Here, the sea doesn't just connect islands, it defines everything. It shapes the culture, the economy, the people, and the very rhythm of daily existence. It's a powerful, awe-inspiring force that gives and takes and commands the deepest reverence. Thanks for joining me on this dive into the corridor's hidden riches. If you're as amazed by this place as I am, hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures. See you next time. For centuries, these islands have been a vital part of ancient maritime trade routes, linking Borneo, what is now Malaysia, with other islands in the Philippines, and reaching as far as the Sulu Archipelago. This corridor wasn't just a simple passage. It was a crossroads, a vital hub, and a sanctuary for traders, seafarers, and sea-nomads braving the open waters. Imagine the scene. Bustling boats laden with goods, navigating these very channels, seeking shelter from storms and exchanging stories from distant lands. Historical accounts tell us how early Muslim traders and coastal communities expertly used these islands as natural signposts, guiding their journeys between the seas. They weren't just passing through. They were weaving a network of commerce and culture that connected entire regions. The influence of these early travelers is still felt today, embedded in the very fabric of life here. It's a legacy of movement, of connection, and of the sea as a great connector of peoples. This constant flow of people has created an incredibly rich cultural mix. You will find various ethnic groups calling this place home. Skilled fishermen whose families have read the tides for generations. Master boat builders who craft vessels with ancient techniques. and sea nomads whose entire lives are intertwined with the ocean. Each group contributes its own unique traditions, language, and crafts, all profoundly shaped by their relationship with the sea and these islands. It's a beautiful mosaic of human experience, where diversity isn't just tolerated, it's celebrated as the core of their identity. The corridor's strategic location, just a few kilometers from Sabah in Borneo at some points, has made it a natural bridge between the Philippines and the rest of Southeast Asia for centuries. This proximity has fostered a continuous exchange of goods, ideas, and people, blurring the lines on the map and creating a shared heritage. This isn't just about geography, it's living history. This entire area is a living archive, a breathing testament to centuries of trade, migration, survival, and a vibrant culture born from the sea. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the heart of history. Ever wondered why some of the most beautiful places on Earth remain a secret? Well, we're about to uncover one of them. Even though this incredible island corridor is right here in the Philippines, many Filipinos, let alone tourists, barely know it exists. So what's the story? Why is it so hidden? Why is it so... The primary reason is its remoteness. Picture this, it's far, really far from the bustling major cities and tourist hubs. Getting here isn't a simple flight and a quick taxi ride. The main mode of travel is by boat, and these journeys can be long, often taking many hours, sometimes even days. Plus, the schedules can be unpredictable, completely dependent on the weather and the tides. Out here, nature is in charge, not the clock. On top of that, services and infrastructure are, well, let's say basic. You won't find sprawling resorts or a Starbucks on every corner. This is raw, unfiltered nature. It's a place where you connect with the sea and the sky, not with Wi-Fi. This limited development, while preserving the area's pristine beauty, also naturally keeps mass tourism at bay. Then there's the geography itself. We're not talking about one large, easily accessible island. This corridor is a labyrinth of countless islands and islets. Some are so tiny and isolated that they're only reachable by small, traditional outrigger boats, known locally as bangkas. Forget about airports or ferry terminals on these little specks of paradise. The journey itself becomes part of the adventure, requiring a bit of planning and a lot of flexibility. It's for the true explorers, the ones who don't mind going the extra mile. And let's be honest, mainstream tourism loves the usual suspects. You know the names, the famous beaches and dive spots that pop up all over social media. They're popular for a reason, of course, but it means that places like this, with their complex geography and less developed infrastructure, just don't make it onto the typical travel itinerary. They remain off the radar, a whisper among seasoned sailors and adventurous backpackers. It's like finding a secret drawer in a familiar old cabinet. You thought you knew everything about the Philippines, but then you pull it open and discover this hidden realm. A world of untouched islands, vibrant marine life, and a unique culture that has thrived in isolation. It's a part of the country known almost exclusively to those who call it home, or to the handful of intrepid souls who dare to seek it out. This isn't just a destination, it's a discovery. A secret world waiting for those who are willing to look beyond the map. Thanks for joining us on this journey. If you love discovering hidden gems like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to truly escape? To find a place where the world slows down and every moment feels like a scene from a dream? Let me take you there. From high above, the islands look like scattered emeralds resting on a vast sapphire sea. As you get closer, the water transforms, glowing with an impossible turquoise, so clear that the reefs below shimmer like stained glass windows. Imagine gliding through these waters on a traditional wooden boat, the gentle hum of the engine the only sound breaking the silence. At dawn, a magical transformation begins. Fishermen set out in their long-tail boats, their silhouettes stark against a sky painted in shades of orange and pink. The cry of seagulls echoes across the water as it flawlessly mirrors the breathtaking sunrise. It's a moment of pure, unscripted beauty. The life here is woven into the very fabric of the sea. You'll see small villages built on stilts, seemingly floating above the water. Children laugh and play on the wooden walkways, their joyful sounds carried on the breeze. You'll witness fishermen hauling in their nets, a tradition passed down through generations, their faces telling stories of resilience and a deep connection to their home. This isn't just a destination, it's a way of life. It's a rhythm dictated by the sea and the land, a beautiful dance of tradition and survival. And the best part? It's real. It's not curated for tourists or glamorized for a brochure. It's raw, authentic, and incredibly powerful. It's an experience that connects you, not just to nature, but to the heart of a community that thrives in this paradise. When night falls, the world changes again. The sky becomes a canvas filled with stars so bright they feel close enough to touch. The islands merge into dark, mysterious silhouettes against the horizon. The only sounds are the gentle lapping of waves against the shore and the faint, distant voices carrying across the water. It's a profound sense of peace, a feeling of being truly present in a world that's both ancient and vibrantly alive. If this journey speaks to you, if you're searching for something more than just a vacation, then you've found your next adventure. Life in this island labyrinth is beautiful, but it's far from easy. For the communities here, isolation isn't just a feeling, it's a fundamental challenge. It means limited access to essential services that many of us take for granted. Think about healthcare, education for the children, or even just a stable internet connection. For many of these islands, the only way in or out is by boat, a lifeline that's completely dependent on weather and sea conditions. This makes every journey, whether for supplies or medical help, a significant undertaking. Then there's the environment itself, the very foundation of life here. The fragile coral reefs, teeming with life, are under constant threat. Overfishing is a major concern, as is the use of destructive fishing practices that can shatter decades of coral growth in an instant. And looming over everything are the larger global pressures of climate change and rising sea levels. These reefs aren't just beautiful underwater gardens. They're critical barriers that protect the islands from storms and provide the fish that sustain the local population. Losing them would be catastrophic. And just like everywhere else in the world, the tide of modernization is rolling in, bringing with it both opportunities and threats. The traditional ways of life that have defined these islands for generations are at risk. The incredible art of building wooden-hulled boats, passed down from father to son, is slowly fading. Local crafts, unique to each village, are struggling to compete with mass-produced goods. The very fabric of small village life, built on community and close-knit relationships, is changing as the younger generation looks towards a different future. As the world changes, so too will this corridor of islands. This labyrinth of islands is both beautiful and incredibly vulnerable. Its greatest treasures, the stunning natural environment and the rich, unique culture of its people, are what make it so special. But these treasures are fragile, and they need our help and protection to survive for generations to come. It's a delicate balance between preserving the past and embracing the future, a challenge these communities face every single day. Thanks for watching. If you found this story meaningful, please like and subscribe for more. For the true adventurers out there, this is what you've been looking for. This is uncharted territory, a chance for real, raw exploration. Imagine discovering untouched reefs, landing on isolated islands, and immersing yourself in a local culture that feels a world away from the everyday. This isn't just a trip, it's an expedition into nature at its most powerful. With seascapes so breathtaking, they'll change the way you see the ocean. And for my fellow environmentalists, listen up, because this is huge. This corridor is one of the richest marine biodiversity zones on the planet. Think of it as a living library of marine life. Protecting this area isn't just a local issue, it could be absolutely vital for the future of coral reef conservation and for sustaining marine ecosystems throughout the Philippines. This place is a treasure, and its health is directly linked to the health of our oceans. But most importantly, for every Filipino, this is a part of our identity. It's a powerful reminder that the Philippines is so much more than just the famous postcard-perfect islands. Our nation is also defined by these hidden corners, places that are remote, resilient, teeming with life, and beautifully raw. These are the places that hold the stories of our ancestors and the future of our natural heritage. If we just choose to look, If we decide to venture beyond the popular destinations and the well-trodden paths, we might just discover our own country all over again. We might find parts of it we never knew existed. And in doing so, maybe, just maybe, we can learn to truly value these incredible corners we've never known. It's time we give them the attention they so clearly deserve. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on more journeys like this. The Sibutu Basilan Tawi Tawi corridor. It's more than just a name on a map. It's a secret maritime maze, a breathtaking cluster of islands, a living, breathing heritage. For centuries, these waters have been the lifeblood of diverse communities, a cradle of ancient traditions, and a silent witness to history. We've journeyed through its turquoise channels, met the resilient people who call these islands home, and felt the pulse of a culture deeply intertwined with the sea. Hidden, remote, and often misunderstood, this corner of the Philippines is breathtakingly alive. We saw the vibrant vintas slicing through the waves, their colorful sails like butterfly wings against the blue horizon. We heard the stories of the Sama Bajau, the sea-nomads, whose lives are a testament to human adaptation and endurance. We tasted the unique flavors of the local cuisine, a fusion of Malay, Filipino, and indigenous influences that tells a story in every bite. This journey wasn't just about beautiful scenery, it was about connection. It was about understanding a part of the world that few get to see. From the intricate mat weaving of Tawi Tawi to the quiet resilience of the communities in Basilan, every moment was a lesson in humility and respect. The hospitality we received was overwhelming, a warm embrace that made us feel less like visitors and more like family. If you ever get the chance to explore this region, don't just skim the surface. Dive deeper. Go beyond the headlines and the preconceived notions. Visit with respect. Listen to the whispers of the wind, the rhythm of the waves, and the voices of the people. Listen to the sea, the islands, the people, and discover a side of the Philippines you never knew existed. You'll find that the real treasures are not just the pristine beaches or the crystal-clear waters, but the rich tapestry of human experience woven into the very fabric of this place. If this video stirred your curiosity and opened your eyes to a new world, please smash that like button. Subscribe for more hidden wonders and deep dives into cultures off the beaten path. And be sure to share this with someone who loves travel, culture, and the untamed beauty of the sea. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring. Because some treasures aren't on postcards, they're in stories, in islands, in the sea, waiting to be explored.